Antoinette.
Hola.
Matt.
Hola.
Pajai.
So glad to have you here. Hola.
Jerry.
Hola.
Me and Marty Walsh.
Hola.
Taryn.
So glad to have you here. Hola.
Eric.
Hola.
Carmen.
Hola.
Jerry.
So glad to have you here. Hola.
Carol.
Hola, everyone. Hola, everyone. So glad to see you here.
Yay, thank you so much, everyone. That is a great way to kick things off tonight. What a fun, playful start with the Hola welcome song. We will be hearing from many of those in the video a bit later in this program. My name is Antoinette Antonio from WCVB Channel 5's Eye Opener. I am thrilled to be your MC tonight as we gather together in our homes and support Family Nurturing Center. I know this was not how you envisioned the first gala, but through all the challenges of this year, FNC has continued to be there for parents, families, and the community. So thank you so much for being here for FNC. For those of you who haven't seen it, I can't wait to share a peek of FNC's new Family and Training Center in Dorchester. I know many of you have been waiting for this. The creation of this building couldn't have happened without you. This center is FNC's main office, and it provides a beautiful indoor play space for families with young children and large spaces for nurturing parenting programs, training, and community events. You will meet some truly special people tonight. Carmen Reece, Eric Green, and Jerry Robinson, all of them instrumental in making this building a reality. A few reminders before we get started and some tips on how to navigate the show tonight. You will see at the bottom of your screen there is a text to give information. Please text FNC2020 to 41444 to make a donation. You can also make a gift by visiting the event site shown at the bottom of your screen and clicking on the donate button. There is also the chat feature. Say hello, let us know where you are watching from right now, and be sure to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and follow us if you don't already. And don't be shy, make sure you share some photos of yourself tonight watching and use the hashtag FNC2020 on social media. Tonight, we are celebrating the power of play and the important role it has in nurturing parenting, school readiness, and increasing social connections. We've got a great show with some inspiring stories. You will hear from families and many FNC friends, and we have a very special performance by the beautiful and talented Sarah Tavarez, an award-winning Portuguese singer and songwriter. I would now like to introduce the Executive Director of Family Nurturing Center, Matt Lipuma.
Good evening. Thank you for coming to Family Nurturing Center's first ever gala event. It's not quite how we imagined it, but we're thrilled that this format allows us to reach our friends and supporters near and far away. Our venue has changed, but our reasons for gathering remain the same: to celebrate over 25 years of engaging families, working with our community friends and partners, and preparing children for a healthy future. We also want to mark another exciting milestone: the completion of our capital campaign and the construction of our new Family and Training Center at 200 Bowden Street in Dorchester, Massachusetts. For our staff and board, it was the fulfillment of a decades-old dream, and we want to thank the many generous individuals and foundations who helped us reach it. Tonight, we'll honor Carmen Reece and Eric Green, a couple whose generosity and commitment astonished us time and time again, including with a matching challenge that brought us to the end of the campaign. The video you're about to see was filmed just weeks after we opened the building for programs and trainings, and just weeks before we had to close it down to keep families safe during the pandemic. In the video and in photos tonight, you'll get a glimpse of a central theme of our work in supporting children and families: the power of play. Our guest tonight will talk more about that and about our favorite champion of play, Jerry Robinson, FNC board member and retired Vice President of Early Childhood Initiatives at the Boston Children's Museum. Before we start, I want to thank our board of directors for remaining steadfast and involved during a very challenging year, and our staff, whom you met only briefly at the beginning of the show. They took almost no time to adapt their programming, finding creative, effective ways to continue reaching, teaching, and supporting parents and their children together. Home visits became phone visits and video chats. Nurturing programs resumed. Stories and circle times happened on Facebook Live, and we partnered in every one of our neighborhoods: Dorchester, Alston Brighton, Rosendale Hyde Park, Chelsea, to deliver diapers, food, gift cards, and health and safety items to hundreds of families. Finally, I want to thank our donors and sponsors for tonight's event and all of you who are tuning in. Sit back to see and hear how your contributions to Family Nurturing Center make a difference now and for the future by supporting parents as the loving nurturers and the strong first teachers their children need them to be. Thank you.
This is Family Nurturing Center's new building at 200 Bowden Street in Dorchester. It's a vibrant facility designed to further our mission in Boston neighborhoods and across Massachusetts. And what is that mission? That's a story best told by those who have been through one of our programs.
It's going to bring you to a whole new level. You're going to want to do stuff with your kids. Then you're going to want to love them even more.
Take the program. It's good for you. It's good for your kids.
It propelled me to do everything for them. I want to give them the best childhood that they possibly can have.
Parents who first come to us are often inspired to do so because they are experiencing a challenge with their child.
My daughter, she's very, very shy. I talk with the teachers. I find the program.
As they get deeper into a program, they often find that it's not their child who needs to change, it's them.
I decided to join the program because I want to be the best dad that I can be.
I wanted to dig deeper on, okay, maybe there's some flaws of how I was raised.
Many parents who come to us find that they need to leave behind old family dynamics or parenting practices they grew up with in order to have the deeply connected family life they desire.
I didn't have my father in my life growing up, so when my daughter was born, it propelled me to do the best I can do and learn everything that I can to be a father.
I never have time with my mom like that. And my kids need my time.
I definitely don't want to raise my kids like my mother. I want to nurture them and stay focused with them.
It's a journey of self-discovery and being open to what matters most. Being the best version of themselves for their children.
You're going to have to talk about it in order to get past it, to be a better parent for not only your kids, but a better person for yourself. It's going to hurt, but it's going to help you in the end.
It's real emotional, it's powerful, and you'll have a great discussion, and it's an atmosphere of just nurturing.
In the end, whether parents enroll in home visiting, a playgroup, or parenting education, they become something of great importance. Their child's best first teacher and nurturer.
I cook with my daughters. I read. I learned that we need connection with my daughters.
Today, my kids are more sociable. They like to be more active in school. They're high honor students. They went from D's to F's to high honors.
And when they leave a program, they leave it stronger and more deeply connected to their child, to other families, and to their community. And that is what it's all about.
It's going to help yourself. It's going to help your family. It's going to help your child. And if you do the activities, it'll be the most memorable 13 weeks of your life.
Greetings. My name is Hajai Scherer, and I'm the first program director at The Basics, a community-based public health approach to building early childhood brain development and the bonds between parent and child. I was also the first program director of the Nurturing Fathers program at Family Nurturing Center. I facilitated the first Nurturing Fathers program in Boston in 1999 in the basement of 200 Bowden Street. It looked a little different then. It was a privilege to facilitate Nurturing Fathers programs and help men reconnect with their own little boy within, so they could better connect with their child or children. One of the most powerful ways to make that parent-child connection is through play. Play is the work of childhood. Children's social, emotional, and physical development depends on opportunities to play and explore on their own and with others. You saw it in the video. Positive, responsive interactions, stacking blocks, tossing a ball, shaking instruments that strengthen relationships between parents and children. Play reduces stress for all family members. Family Nurturing Centers programs and staff address all 5 of the basics. Maximize love, manage stress. Talk, sing, and point. Count, group, and compare. Explore through movement and play, and read and discuss stories. I'm proud to remain connected to Family Nurturing Center and see the many wonderful things they continue to do for families. And I'm honored to salute one of Family Nurturing Center's stars, Jerry Robinson, rock star advocate for families, pioneer in play, and also a board member of the Basics. Congratulations, Jerry, and congratulations, Family Nurturing Center. Let's see the power of play at work. Here's something we put together for you.
Hello, my name is Damian Scalise, and this is the Family Nurturing Center theme song. Hope you enjoy. Well, we gotta have fun, and we gotta go play. Our nature is to nurture, that's the only way. Well, we're gonna run around, we're gonna have a great day. Our nature is to nurture, that's the only way. I wanna play a game with you. You can bring your family too, and all your friends will be there with you. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna go play. Our nature is to nurture, that's the only way. Our nature is to nurture, that's the only way. Our nature is to nurture, that's the only way. Thanks a lot.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sherry Nethersole, Executive Director for Community Health at Boston Children's Hospital. There's nothing like watching children and families at play. It's especially important during challenging times that we give children the opportunity to have fun and that we join them. Tonight, Family Nurturing Center is honoring Jerry Robinson, who developed the Boston Children's Museum Play Space exhibit, a model for other early learning family spaces in museums around the country. Well done, Jerry. When play can't happen as often as we'd like in community settings, we can encourage it even more at home and support parents with the tools and skills they need to engage with their kids in fun and healthy ways. Children need responsive relationships with caring adults in order to thrive, but nurturing doesn't always come naturally to us, does it? In fact, parenting in general doesn't always come naturally, though we assume that it will. It's a hard job, and it's even harder if we try to do it in isolation. That's why Family Nurturing Center brings parents together in groups so they can learn from trained facilitators and each other about appropriate expectations, empathy, and discipline with dignity. These days, groups are happening remotely, and yet they still have a powerful impact, as you will see in this excerpt from a short film by John Badalman about one of FNC's Nurturing Fathers programs.
when I heard it, I was like, this is stupid. Like, I have to take a class. Somebody has to tell me how to be a father. Like, people have been fathers since the beginning of mankind, and now somebody has to show us how to do it. And then at the same time, DCF giving you these stipulations. You got to go to Al-Anon meeting and learn to cope, nurturing fathers. I was like, so I just looked at it as another thing off the checklist. I was like, great, I got to go do another class. It was similar to like, almost like, hey, when you get a DUI, I have to take all these drunk classes. I have to take this and that. So I was just looking at it as just something I got to get through. And then honestly, after the very first meeting, I felt positive leaving. Like, John seemed like a great guy. Tony seemed like a great guy. We didn't really talk much between the guys, but I remember thinking, I'm like, I'm here with all these guys, like a whole bunch of other guys that just screw ups. Like, you know what I mean? Sounds bad, but that's what you think of yourself when you're going through it. I'm sure that everyone didn't feel great about themselves being there, especially under the stipulation you don't have your kid. But after the first group, I was like, all right, maybe this won't be so bad. And then the pandemic happens. So we started doing the whole Zoom thing. Be honest, I was kind of pessimistic about it. I didn't think it was going to work. I thought everyone was just going to talk over each other. It was going to be unorganized. But first class was probably a little bit like that. John was still learning how to mute people and make sure to tell guys, hey, everyone take their turn if they want to talk and stuff like that. But it definitely got better with every group, and I actually was surprised how close everyone still got, even not physically like being there with each other or seeing each other.
Going through these Zoom meetings too afterwards, just every week, I feel like we're all closer, and I love being a part of them. And I wish I could sometimes participate more, but I do have my son, so sometimes it isn't as easy to. I listen the whole time, but sometimes I'm not able to talk back as much as I'd like.
Now, but what we love, and the other guy that talked about this too, man. 1 week you're feeding him, right? I think last week you were bathing him as we were meeting. You were like kneeling in front of the tub, right? And I'm watching you bathe this kid as we're meeting, man. That's really powerful stuff, man. It really, really is, man.
I'm just trying to get everything done and try to participate too. So
it was weird when we got to graduation and you're actually seeing these guys. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like you were in a group chat forever talking to these strangers, even though you see their faces. And then you see them, and it's just a weird thing.
Wow, Ryan's story is incredible and so powerful. You can see and feel the impact Family Nurturing Center has had on his approach to fatherhood. Even during these challenging times, FNC has adapted its Nurturing Fathers program along with all their other programs and is still able to focus on strengthening families and communities, truly changing lives. I personally want to thank you all for participating in this virtual gathering tonight in support of FNC. As you've seen on the site, we've established different levels of giving: $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, $100, $50, and $25. I will go through each level now, and please consider giving at whatever level is comfortable for you. In a Nurturing Fathers program, dads explore their relationship with their own fathers and receive guidance in becoming the father they choose to be for their children. Your gift at the $5,000 level can support the cost of a 13-session Nurturing Fathers program, like the one that impacted the lives of Ryan and his young son. In the Parent Child Plus program, early learning specialists model fun ways for parents and children to connect, communicate, and learn through reading and play. Your $2,500 gift can sponsor one parent and one young child for 23 weeks of twice-weekly visits with a new book or toy each week to build the family's home library. In family nurturing programs, parents and children of all ages attend sessions together, learning appropriate expectations, empathy, effective communication, and positive methods of discipline. Your $1,000 gift can recognize and support 10 families with a $100 grocery gift card at the end of the 15-session program. Families in FNC's Welcome Baby program receive a gift bag with books for the baby and all family members, an outfit, baby items, and a beautiful handmade blanket. Your gift can help fund this program that is often how a family first meets FNC. $500 can take 5 families from first contact through to follow-up with referrals to community resources and other FNC programs. FNC uses the Ages and Stages Questionnaire Child Development Screening, or ASQ, to help parents assess how their child is progressing toward milestones in areas like communication, motor skills, and social skills. A gift of $250 provides one-on-one ASQ screenings for 5 families to identify early their child's strengths and areas where they might need some extra support. At parent-child playgroups, families connect with others in their neighborhood, building a network of friendship and support. Parents learn how they can be their child's first teacher at home, and children practice social-emotional skills that prepare them to enter school ready to learn. $100 can help FNC provide materials to families for outdoor, home, and virtual playgroup activities. During the pandemic, FNC has supported hundreds of Boston families with diapers and baby wipes to ease the financial challenges that many parents faced with the loss of work hours and even jobs. Your $50 gift can provide diapers and wipes for a family with young children in need. Your donation of any amount benefits FNC's programs to support the healthy development of children in Boston neighborhoods. Your contribution tonight ensures fathers like Ryan and families and children in our community have access to programs that build nurturing skills and create supportive connections. If you haven't given yet, please text FNC2020 to 41444, or you can make a donation on the event site. As we've said, any amount you can give really makes a difference. It will change the lives of so many in the Boston neighborhoods that Family Nurturing Center serves. And if you've already given tonight, thank you so much. As you've seen through stories like Ryan's and others, tonight is a celebration of the power of play and community. Right now, I'd like to welcome Mayor Marty Walsh to share a few words about the importance of nurturing families.
Hi, I'm Mayor Marty Walsh, and I want to thank everyone who's giving support of the Family Nurturing Center. We know that children thrive when they have nurturing adults in their lives. Parents thrive when they have support. Families thrive when they have a good network of friends and neighbors who care. The Family Nurturing Center fosters the sense of community that makes all of this possible. And as our city faces an unprecedented public health crisis, their work is more important than ever. So on behalf of the City of Boston, I want to thank everyone, all of the individuals and organizations that are stepping up to help Family Nurturing Center continue to serve the families and children of Boston. I also want to thank Jerry Robinson, my friend and one of many hardworking members of the school committee. Thank you, Jerry, and have fun at tonight's celebration.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh, for your recognition of the work Family Nurturing Center does to support and strengthen families in Boston neighborhoods. I'm Taran Grigsby, Chair of Family Nurturing Center's Board of Directors. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Mayor and the donors to the Boston Resiliency Fund for providing grants so that organizations like ours can deliver extra resources to families in need during the pandemic. Every nonprofit prays for an angel. In Carmen Reece and Eric Green, Family Nurturing Center is blessed with 2. These 2 angels helped build our new Family and Training Center with their generosity and leadership. They marshaled their fiscal resources and social capital to achieve our goals. We owe them a deep debt of heartfelt gratitude. Carmen Reece was born and raised in Dorchester. She grew up an independent kid who understood conflict and how to manage it. These attributes played a large role in her adult life. After practicing law for a number of years, she established a world-class dispute resolution firm with her husband Eric Green, while they raised 5 children, mastered horseback riding and sailing, and traveled the world. Carmen was the first woman elected to the office of Concord Town Moderator in its more than 350-year history. She just organized and conducted Concord's first open-air town meeting, a resounding success. Eric Green grew up in a suburb of Pittsburgh. came east for college, volunteered to go south as a college reporter to walk with Dr. King and Selma, served in the Peace Corps in Morocco between college and law school, and forged a groundbreaking path in the emerging field of conflict resolution. He has climbed mountains all over the world, and every Patriots Day he dons his tricorn and guides his horse across a wooden bridge in Concord to announce that the British are coming. Eric and Carmen are master mediators because they are active listeners with deep empathy and open minds, searching for creative solutions to seemingly intractable problems. We asked what their favorite part of FNC's new Family and Training Center is.
Taryn, we're so excited to see this space, and we're really pleased that Family Nurturing Center has created something which is beyond our wildest imaginations, and we just can't wait to see it filled with families and people in the months to come. We were introduced to Family Nurturing Center by Phyllis Menken and Toby Yarmolinsky, who told us about their work here, and they introduced us to some of the programs that FNC was doing. Once we saw them, we were hooked.
We met some graduates of the Nurturing Fathers program who just blew us away with their stories and the benefits of the program in their lives and the lives of their children. And we attended a family nurturing program graduation, and it was just so heartwarming to see kids of all sizes and ages together with their families, really having built some nurturing structures for their families for the future.
Well, for me, we have 5 children, so we know what it's like to try to be good parents and to nurture children and to raise them and give them opportunities. And when we saw the work that Family Nurturing Center was doing in this critical area, we thought this was something we really want to support.
Those beginning years of life are so critical to the lives of individuals, but not only to them, but to the whole society at large. The notion of support for parents trying to figure it out is, there's nothing better. It's where it all starts.
Carmen shared a story about why the new play space at the Family and Training Center has great meaning to her personally.
We live in a town that has a rehabbed old school building that had a play space in the basement that was reserved for the parents of toddlers. It was such a lifeline for me when my kids were really small, and there were those days that I would feel isolated or like I didn't quite know what to do with this new behavior I was getting out of my 2-year-old. And I could go there and I could talk with other moms, and my kid could play with other kids, and there were a different set of toys than at home, and I felt so lucky to have that resource in my community. I really feel strongly that every community, every neighborhood should have that resource for every parent of a small kid.
With their contributions to our capital campaign, Carmen and Eric have fully sponsored the beautiful parent-child play space in our building, and they chose to have it named in honor of Jerry Robinson. We wanted to give Carmen and Eric a chance to present something special to Jerry.
So Jerry, we are thinking of you, and we thought we'd bring along a little something for you.
So this feels great.
Jerry, thank you for your lifelong commitment to families and small kids and the value of play. Jerry, here you go.
Thank you, Carmen and Eric, and thank you to my colleagues and friends for your kind words. It's been a pleasure to work and play with you over the years. It means a lot to me to have a special place in my neighborhood focused on bringing parents and young children together to learn and play. The work of supporting parents as their child's first teacher and nurturer take on even more importance now because of the uncertain times that we're in. As you know, play is a child's work. It is important that we give our kids opportunities to play where they can learn new skills, make new friends, and explore the world around them. And it's wonderful to have such a wonderful place right here in our neighborhood. And we look forward to the time when you can come back here to play here. Thank you to our audience. Please consider a donation tonight to fund programs and give parents and children fun, community-based opportunities to talk, read, play, learn, and grow together.
Hi, Jerry. I love the sign. Hello everyone, I'm Carol Charno, President and CEO of Boston Children's Museum, and I'm so honored to be here today to pay tribute to our wonderful Jerry Robinson. As many of you know, she has had an extremely influential career and is known throughout the country for her dedication to the early childhood field and to children. She received her Bachelor's of Education and Master's at Wheelock College, and later on received an honorary doctorate in education. She had a 45-year distinguished career as head of education at Boston Children's Museum, during which time she invented the Play Space exhibition, which is for very young children under the age of 5 and now under the age of 3, and this has been replicated all over the world. During her time in Boston, she has served on many commissions for the mayors, including the Thrive in 5, the Universal Pre-K Commission, and now she serves as a member of the Boston School Committee. She has had the most remarkable influence on the field and has been honored many times, including by the Association of Children's Museum, a national organization. In her honor, the governor of Massachusetts has actually made a proclamation, which I am very happy to show you and then read to you today. Whereas Massachusetts is a leader in research regarding early childhood brain development, and this research points to the pivotal importance of play as a central tool in fostering children's creative talents and long-term success. And play is essential in developing children's skills, including problem solving, planning, negotiation, and collaboration, self-control, executive function, etc. And whereas play is a strategy for stress reduction and resilience, and that this research establishes the vital importance of parents as key partners in engaging their children in play from birth. Charles Baker, on October 30th, declares the power of play in Early Childhood Development Day, and I know that will mean a great deal to you, Jerry. I am so thrilled about Jerry's place, and I just simply cannot wait to come and see it with you and experience it for myself. Many congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and thank you so much on behalf of all children everywhere for all that you have done. Have a wonderful rest of the event.
This has been an amazing night of inspiring stories, and it's truly been an honor to be a part of it. These accounts of perseverance, compassion, and collaboration show just how important it is to build strong families and communities through the generosity we've witnessed tonight. Mixed with the power of play and a little joy, we can achieve great things. I'm so grateful to everyone who's given during this event. If you haven't made your donation yet, there is still time. Just make sure you text FNC2020 to 41444 to give. And although we're all at home tonight, I feel the community spirit and the dedication that you have to Family Nurturing Center and to families who engage in FNC's programs. Tonight, we've captured the essence of what we can achieve when we work together. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight to support Family Nurturing Center. And now we have an exclusive performance by Sarah Tavarez. Enjoy, everyone, and be sure to stay around after the performance for a special announcement. Good night, and thanks so much for joining us.
Congratulations for the Family Nurturing Center, celebrating their 25-year working with the community and the achievement of the future construction of a new Project Grace. Muitas felicidades. Já me cantar uma musiquinha. Voa, borboleta, abre bojas e voar. Entras em que mora a beza quando manhã voar. Boca tem tristeza, mesmo se botar morrer manhã. Nunca te existir pra quem voar. Borboleta, borboleta, abre bojas e voar. Mesmo se vir a Bahia amanhã. Borboleta, não pode viver sem cada dia voar. Vá, 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 vá.
Thank you, Sarah. What a great way to end the night. We have one more exciting piece of news before we say our final goodbye. We wanted to recognize another amazing person, someone who has been with Family Nurturing Center for over 20 years, starting out as a founding board member. With her husband Toby by her side, Phyllis Menken has grown our board, supported our staff, chaired the capital campaign, served on nearly every committee, and nurtured this organization with grace and determination. In recognition of her contributions, each spring we will be honoring someone with the Phyllis Menken Family Nurturing Award. It will be awarded to an individual who embodies Phyllis's empathy, her persistence, and her commitment to family and community well-being. Phyllis, we cannot thank you enough. We look forward to celebrating with you in person in 2021. Thanks again to all of you for joining us. Good night, everyone.